The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown! They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Handoff to the lone back. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll go right back to the run. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, completing the pass.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays, because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Delivers the contact. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. Touch pass on the right. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the nose.
The RPO, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep. It's a fake. The fake, and he wants to throw. And that pass, nuts. That 53-yard attempt was well within his range, but now this offense will take over at its own 36. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Here's the handoff. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll run for it on 4th down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Hit as he throws. Oh, picked off. He goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally...
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. It's complete to the left.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Got the quick pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They're going to ride this running back.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. So, touchdown, Notre Dame! On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. This offense has a 2nd down play. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The option look. Quick toss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Direct snap. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
He's got his man. Takes it to the house. Offense set on 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Sweet spin. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Slings it downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to.